As reactions continue to trail the judgment in the case between the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project and the Department of State Services, where Justice Yusuf Halilu ruled that certain publications relating to a September 2024 incident alleging an unlawful invasion of SERAP's office were defamatory. Stakeholders have continued to weigh in on the matter. Addressing the development, the National Secretary of the Nigeria Youth in Politics, Ambassador Duke Alamboye, expressed concerns over SERAP's public reactions following the judgment. He described the organization's comments as highly charged and capable of escalating tensions, urging all parties to exercise restraint and respect the judicial process.
As civil society organization committed to the rule of law, constitutionalism, and democratic accountability, we acknowledge the authority of the judiciary as the final arbiter in disputes of this nation. We therefore reaffirm the importance of respecting court decisions, regardless of individual or institutional dissatisfaction, and of pursuing any legal remedies strictly through established appellate processes where necessary. We note with concern the public reaction of SERAP following the judgment, particularly its decision to issue further public communications rejecting the ruling rather than immediately pursuing appellate review. While we recognize the right of any party to express disagreement, we strongly believe that continued issuance of highly charged public statements at this stage risks escalating tensions and may evidently undermine public confidence in all judicial processes. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we are concerned that sustained media narratives around ongoing litigation, if not carefully managed, may be disrupted by the public and would place unnecessary strain on institutional trust, including perceptions regarding the independence of the judiciary and the professionalism of the security agencies involved.
Other stakeholders at the conference stressed that SERAP should adopt lawful and appropriate channels in expressing its dissatisfaction with the judgment. They urged all parties involved to de-escalate public rhetoric, avoid inflammatory statements, and uphold respect for the judicial process while pursuing any further legal remedies available under the law.
In most cases, when a judgment is passed, there is what we call stay of execution. The party involved, the person the judgment is against, can get an injunction within 7 days to stay the execution of that judgment. And when the person obtains that stay of execution, that judgment is not binding. It means that the person is ready to appeal. And then you may not know what has happened in that NURTs that you talked about. Probably the person involved obtained stay of execution without you knowing. And then it may be that they have appealed. Meanwhile, we read in the news a few months ago that the person whose the judgment favored has occupied the National Secretariat. What we are saying in total, whoever you are, you must obey court judgment. But I just wanted to clarify the issue that some people obtain stay of execution as a court injunction. But we, as civil society organization, saying, be you the president, if court orders the president to do something today, the president must listen, should and must listen. He has no option.
SERAP is a very big organization that is known to all. And SERAP should have known that even the DSS is a hierarchy security agency in Nigeria that follow due process. So when the issue of court is involved, I think they should respect that process so that the public will not be misled into what does not function. You understand? Because this is a very high-profile organization that must be respected. And bringing them to public with misinformation will jeopardize the pictures of the nation. So we are just leveraging as a civil society organization, telling them that there is a procedure they must follow that will help us not to mislead the nation, so that the peace that we have been maintaining can still, we should enjoy it.
Ambassador Duke Alamboye further led members on a peaceful procession, calling on the Corporate Affairs Commission to consider deregistering SERAP if it continues to publish statements perceived as capable of breaching public peace.
We observed that SERAP had gone out, instead of maybe appealing the judgment, SERAP had gone out making very derogatory statements on the social media front.
The stakeholders, however, maintained that peace, dialogue, and respect for the rule of law remain essential in sustaining democratic order in the country. Francis Adeniyi, reporting for Alex Reports TV.